While British cyclist Chris Froome was racing to glory in the 100th edition of the Tour de France, some 10,000 kilometers away, a Kenyan cyclist was following Froome's every move on television, stage by stage, from the island of Corsica to Bastia to Calvi to the steep hills of Montpellier, all the way to Versailles and finally Paris. David Kinja had his eye on the Kenyan-born Brit from start to finish. But why?
Young Chris Froome was introduced to me back in late 1998, and he was just normal boy, only that he was a Muzungu. But I was already doing this kind of little jobs, so personalized coaching and development of young boys into cycling. Yeah, but Chris Froome was a little bit exceptional because he really ventured into our village and made it his own home as well.
Kinja is a world-class cyclist in his own right and has been doing this for quite some time. Some would say that his cycling career has been somewhat of an odyssey, a long, wandering and eventful journey. And that is exactly what it was for 100 cyclists from all over the world taking part in the 2013 Standard-chartered Rift Valley Odyssey. Among them, Chris Froome's old babysitter and first cycling trainer, David Kinja. The Rift Valley Odyssey is a journey out of National Geographic, traversing high-altitude forests on the escarpments of Kenya's Great Rift Valley, crossing challenging terrain along footpaths, forest trails, bush trails, down thrilling descents, up arduous ascents, across wilderness and an open savanna teeming with game. It is 3 days and 250 kilometers of some of the most breathtaking scenery around. It's a journey that requires a high level of training, physical fitness, and mental preparation.
Cycling requires that you have a cycle-specific fitness, so you must be very, very fit. You must be able to endure, so you have to also look at your nutrition and your training well. And you also need a mental that is stable, and you need mental fitness. And above all, then you need to have a little bit of passion, because it's not an easy game. It's very tough.
It's an adventure. You go as fast as you can, but it's more focused on the adventure, on the travel, the experience of being here. It's not the time. It's not how fast you do it. No, we're not scoring your result.
We've used this as a main fundraiser for Standard Chartered Bank, and have done quite a bit to raise money for Seeing is Believing. The Rift Valley Odyssey forms part of the Ride for Sight races that take place across the globe.
A stopover to recharge is vital for the cyclist. The journey in the forest is one of the tougher parts of the Odyssey. Canale Forest drops over the edge of the Great Rift Valley. The day's reward is the Lunatic Express, a thrilling fast slalom descent of 360 meters joining Longonot town before finally descending into race camp on the shores of the wide and beautiful Lake Naivasha.
Today was very tough stage, lots of climbing and lots of technical stuff. It was also very long, so we've been on the saddle for a long time today.
I think it was challenging, but it was very doable, and there were some really enjoyable sections, so I enjoyed all my time out there on the bike today, and had a lot of fun.
The second day offers the riders a chance to experience a 1,840-meter up and down climb. Think of it like a walk in the park, but on a mountain bike. And a stopover after 34 kilometers of cycling, this water point was a relief to most of the cyclists. Here, they recharge their cycling battery. Water, fruits and supplements, and then it's off again.
Oh, well, it was a tough climb that we did, but it was okay. I expected it to be worse. Although in Ethiopia we also used to have a climb of this altitude and this length, so we were a bit trained, but it went good.
My bike is finished. It was a great day, actually. It's funny how sometimes a wonderful day changes from one moment to the other, but I'm still very happy about the day. It was a great experience. And then I was getting a little bit too, what can I say, full of joy. I was starting to jump a little bit over the bumps, and that was apparently a bit too hard for my bike.
Day 3 covers 77 kilometers. It commences with a trip through Oserian Wildlife Sanctuary. Open tracks, farm trails of barley and wheat with 10 kilometers of welcoming tarmac. But in the end, there can only be one winner. The team, led by David Kinja and Max Knox, clocking home 3 hours and 52 minutes.
A little bit different conditions today, and just diverse and much more different to day 1 and day 2. But yeah, happy to have won and happy to ride with the Kenyan David Kinja, and yeah, great first time in Kenya, and I look forward to another trip sometime in the future.
Yeah, ni mzuri. Race ilikuwa mzuri hiyo.
The race was good. The weather wasn't good. A lot of mud, and in the forest, a lot of rocks. But it's all good because I have won, and I'm happy.
The Rift Valley Odyssey wasn't only about winning for cyclists, and in a heartwarming show of solidarity, it was Knox and Kinja joining hands to finish the race together. Here in Kenya's Great Rift Valley, it was about endurance, fun, and the ride of their lives.